What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Victoria 3. As always, it's Sean here, and today we're going to be starting a new campaign. Now, what I want to do for this campaign is kind of take charge of one of the more dominant great powers and focus on economic imperialism. Now, what do I mean by that? When I say economic imperialism, I mean that I don't want to take land that is outside of my core territory directly. I want to either invest in it or give it to a colony. Now, we will make an exception to that, and that's going to be anywhere. Actually, let's go for hegemony. That's going to be anywhere that you can turn to a colony later. So any of the African regions that can be colonized and given to a nation state, we will take those directly, with the caveat that whenever we have the colonial tech, we need to immediately give that land to a colony and not just sit around and hold it until the end of the game. We're going to be playing as Prussia. I was thinking about great powers to play for this one, and the only great powers I haven't tried are Prussia and Austria, and I like Prussia a little bit more as far as how they're situated than Austria. So we're going to start with them, and we'll talk about kind of our opener here. I have to get back in the swing of things. It's been a while since I played some Vicky. I'm in the process of moving house, which has resulted in a little bit of a delay with recording and other life events going on. So apologies for that, but now we are back. And hopefully I can keep it running here as things get more settled. So we are Prussia. We are the fifth ranked great power. Us and Austria are right neck and neck. So Austria is behind us, even though they have more GDP. We do start in a weird triple alliance where we have defensive pacts with Russia as well as Austria, which is unique. And something we'll have to deal with. We do need to make a play for German leadership, which is going to be a whole thing. But right away, we probably want to take our treaty with Russia and swing this into an alliance if we can. And we can. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do an alliance. Let's get a little bit of investment rights. I would love to get military assistance from them. And I will give you an obligation here. I'll give you military access. Sounds good. 15 years. I don't want to take money from them just because I know it's going to probably be harder to get those if I take money from them. We start with railways. That's good. Military, we do start with skirmish infantry, which is very good. And we need to go towards nationalism. Nationalism is the requisite for forming Germany. We want to do that. Let's get joint stocks ahead of time to get a company. And let's go for nationalism next, and then we'll just start working through what we have over here. Sounds good. I'm getting a phone call I have to take. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. All right, yeah, joint stock. We're going to go for nationalism next, and then probably circle back to our production here. As far as our construction, do we start with iron frame buildings? We do. How does our market look right away? We have an anti-French League and a Prussian-British society. That is good. I do right away. We are a trade league. I don't want to stay a trade league. I want to go and become a sovereign empire. So we are going to come over here, go for sovereign empire. We're going to call ourselves the Kaiserreich, even though technically Austria starts with the Kaiserreich government. Kaiserreich, right there. And there's a couple of reasons why we're going to do this. First, let's just get our little color palette here. Let's go for like... There's an eagle, right? There's our eagle. Eagle. Lionheart, sure. There's our Kaiserreich. So we're doing this mainly because we want the extra authority per subject. It's a great way to actually be able to afford all of your company investments. And that's going to be a big part of our plan here, is to invest into companies. So, getting an alliance with Russia, getting that, we need to pick a thing to invest in. Our grain imbalance is a little bit rough, and we also have room for alcohol. Now, in Germany, we can do rye plantations, which are very nice. Let's get 10 of these. That's going to give us 200 grain and 100 liquor. We need more than that, so let's go for 20 of these. Get those produced. And I want to start trying to get all of the German powers involved here. There's also... Okay, a couple things we want to do. So I found that you can expand into Brazil and Mexico pretty easily and get them into your power block early on, which is very, very, very handy. And we're going to try to do that. I also want to try to maybe get Belgium under wraps here. If I guarantee your independence, offer you military assistance, I can get investment rights with you. Do something like this. And I want to try to get Belgium into our power block as well. Because we're not going to be able to swing both Belgium and the Netherlands. At least I don't think we will. We can try. Let's try to give it a go here. Doing all of those to try to get our power over. So, trying to expand our power block. Our whole goal here is to work towards eventually German unification and becoming strong. And if we're lucky, with a friendly Austria, we should be able to take leadership from Austria and then keep them to where they're not rivaled and unite with Austria. I've seen it happen. It's just going to be tough to get it done. So first things first, we do need to deal with the Denmark problem. Denmark has Schleswig-Holstein. We need to free that from them, and we're going to try to go for a protectorate play against Denmark. I think you start with... No, you don't start with any treaties. Cool. Right away, we want to do a protectorate and get you out of the region here. And we're going to take your 2 subjects, Schleswig-Holstein, too. Okay, so do this. We want to... We're going to take both of these. We're going to take Schleswig-Holstein at the bottom. We'll take the top Schleswig-Holstein. And we'll liberate the other subject of Schleswig. Okay. Hohenzollern wants market control. We don't care about you. And France decided against us. What an awful start. Okay. Let's get our ally involved. That's a terrible start to us. Let's get our government set up. Keep the current guys. Let's just get the... Well, no, let's keep them involved because it doesn't matter. I want to go immediately for dedicated police force, as you do. And I'm going to put my 50 stack over here just to defend against France. That's all we really need there. We don't really have a navy. Yeah, we have a singular navy. Our second army is also going to come and just defend against France over here. And our 2 main armies are going to just be available to attack Denmark. We can use the new invasion system to get pretty easy control over some of this stuff. Do you want trade privileges with Russia? You could take Tahiti. We'll just wait it out. Mainly, we just want to defend here and use our other armies to actually get some things that are valuable to us. Although taking Schleswig-Holstein would have been very good early on, or Alsace-Lorraine, since we do need that eventually. I forgot the navy's actually needed. Ugh. We're going to be stuck in a damn war for quite some time here. That is a travesty. Truly awful. As far as starts go, that's just a awful way for us to get the game going. We have the better navy. Probably not. The Russians are coming. So you... Can I violate sovereignty? I hate this. Must have a land theater adjacent to both war leaders. It's crazy. And they're just using me in this war. Russia's winning. Russia's winning a little bit of it. Let's negotiate this. I'll host your power block. I don't want to give you investment rights, but I want you to just give me money and slow down your own growth. 1,000. No. do this. I don't have the chance here. I'm missing on... We're going to rival France, because it's bound to play a role in this. Market liberal agitator is lovely. We want that. And we could get a radical. Let's get a radical too. Really kickstart our government progress here. Okay, that failed. Would love to violate sovereignty on this. All right, let's just start improving with the different people here. Can I get military access through Hesse or Mecklenburg? If I do, in return for independence, get your military access. So did I form this? No, I never did form it. Let's click the button. Oops. Let's go for Mecklenburg here. I want this. I want power block access and your investment rights, 15 years. And give me a little bit of money for this. Yep. Pass it. With that, I can do a little invasion here. And this should hopefully keep us there. Want to make sure our government wages don't get too killer. As 90 fucking... Damn French. The damn frogs. Alright, just force something into their land here. Not taking anything from them. Keep our credit low. Hohenzollerns pissed. We're besieged. Alright. Speaking of, over here. Is that an independent Texas? It is an independent Texas. I want a defensive pact with you, and I'm going to get power blocks, investment rights, and trade privileges. Those are the things that I want. In return, I'm going to declare a rivalry with the Ottomans, with Portugal, with Spain, and with the... not United States right now, future United States. Owe you an obligation, a little bit of military assistance, and I want some of your money. Keep you weak, 1,000. Might accept it. 10 years. There we go. Hopefully you join our power block. Brazil, similarly with you, I want to make sure you like me. I want to investment rights in your country. I will give you an obligation. And I do want both-way trade privileges. And we can hold off on that for now. 15 years. Let's just get it going. And that's our agreement with them. Okay, we're just going to defend and hold this until they get out of the war. We're making money, so it's not terrible. We'll just sit on it until it goes away. You want to humiliate me? You don't have anything that should allow you to. And Russia is going to stay here longer, I think. Embargo. We'll end that embargo later. But for now, it can hold. And we're going to slowly dial back our taxes that I'm leveraging. Don't want the government expenses here. You got a naval invasion over here. That's crazy. So at the expense of weakening our do have some. Do we have a motor industry? No, we need one. At least one motor industry. After all these rye farms come in. Government's unacceptable? Okay. Get rid of them. Get the petit bourgeoisie in. There's a little bit of authority. Radical movement support is fine. And let's levy some more taxes. Yeah, it's not worth enough. London Conference. I love the London Conference because we can do the favor, 24 points. It means all of every German cultured country likes us even more. Just stay in that. And that's going to get Belgium to start liking us. So we have that. Netherlands should get there. Netherlands joins us. We'll be all right. There's dedicated police force. That's great. So off of this, I probably want to go and do frontier colonial exploitation so we can start colonizing a little bit. I want to try to get over to this region. I don't want to come into South Africa or Sub-Saharan Africa. I tried this once and it ended up stopping Germany or France and Great Britain from becoming enemies. Normally because they border each other in the colonies, they start to hate each other. And I had a really bad game doing that last time I gave that a try offline. Okay, so we come back here. They're now almost in the negative. You just have to hold out. We are losing some money. France is out. Across this front. Oh, no exploitation is going to pass. And that'll be the end of their trouble. All right, we got extra influence. We lost some of the stuff we had with them. I can see the Netherlands joining. That's lovely. That's a great guy to subjugate. Kaiserreich grows ever stronger. And let's keep moving. All right, so the whole reason doing this is for the Schleswig-Holstein question. Basically, we need to kick the Denmark nation out of here. And if we do that, we get some prestige. The other thing is that this is going to drive us to start our German unification process, which is not too terrible. The only downside here is we're going to need to become the sole German leader, which means dealing with Austria in some kind of capacity. Sweden and Prussia, I actually do like this. Let's negotiate with Sweden. Sweden's a great guy to have in our power block here. What am I improving with that I don't need to be improving with? Let's stop with Austria. And I want to come over here with Schweden. Renegotiate this. I want to guarantee your independence in return for some of this stuff. I'll owe you an obligation. And for 15 years, we're going to do this, and you're going to give me a little bit of money. Like maybe 1,000. 800. Let's just not do money because it's a renegotiation. And Sweden's another one we can maybe get into our power block pretty easily here, if we're lucky. And the whole goal here is to make sure these guys, when they fall out of major power ranking, as they are bound to do, they will join our union. Also, early Confederate states, that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. How is this going to work? Just to revoke some claims. Denmark has fallen. Let's make friends with Denmark. And it's a shame that I didn't free you. That's a mistake on my part. I should have freed them. Armed Forces 1 Secret Police. We can't actually pass that. I don't think we even have the tech for it. All right. So that did not fix Schleswig-Holstein. It will once we get Denmark onto our side here, which we want to do. Shouldn't be too hard to do that. Let's also improve with Schleswig-Holstein once we can. And I believe that is Mexico that will join my market. It whiz. Awesome. Let us do that. losing 7K. I don't want to be doing that. We did get a company. Okay, so companies. Where do we want to go with our company? Probably, honestly, let's look for what's attainable. And try to find a good one here. Looking for a company that has good, like, wide coverage of goods. This one isn't terrible. We need Ile-de-France. That's not going to happen. Textile with radicals, or this one. F. Shichao. West Prussia needs to have 5 motor industries. It's not terrible. Navy offensive. Power plants. There's got to be some better ones. More of the colony stuff through the colonies. Silesia steel is always good, but maybe we work towards Prussian motor. Prussian motor or... I mean, F. Shichao isn't terrible. What do we have available now? United Construction Company is very good. We just don't have the investment to do it. Other option is just to do the Prussian metalworks and get the manufacturing industries throughput. That could be just like a 5% bonus to your whole economy. Let's do the metalworks. We'll invest into you. And we're going to want to expand you into steel industry. Investment rights for you. We're going to give you a monopoly over both steel and tools. All right, so you're everything around building. That is your job. And we'll let you grow. We'll set ourselves up for the other ones as we get time here. I'm going to up my investment just so I don't accrue interest. That is a terrible habit to get into early on. We're going to try to pay that off. Where to next? Well, we want to keep improving with all of the neighboring German nations in preparation for what will be all of this stuff. So Belgium's in my power block. I could get Mecklenburg and Hamburg. I want to make sure my cohesion stays pretty good here. And Denmark right now is cutting into that. Correlations, Kaiserreich. Did spell that right. 2 R's, E-I-C-H. Yeah, there we go. Look at me knowing how to spell. Should probably build something, huh? All right, North German Federation, we can start that. It means we can start, we need to become the sole unification candidate. That means fighting you in some way. And the way I want to finagle this is instead of this, we're going to go for like an investment rights agreement. With like a little bit of military access strung in. Like, let's do this 5-year investment right. 10-year. Let's just strict that. Now there's no reason for this to stop. And we need nationalism. Federation of the Rhine is a lot of these guys need to be on our side here. All right, we are working on nationalism now. Okay. That is our new goal. Work on those. We want to improve... How's you looking, though? You probably have something super valuable. Let's get some clothing built in Russia. Really? We have some of these. Let's get just 5 of each. Holy Alliance got declined. That's a shame. I locked into this for 10 years. The Junkers want power. I don't want them to succeed, though. Hugo Dahlman, he's a market liberal. I want him. Please come and sway me. All right, here we go. Russian British Society. I'm fine with that. We can improve with you. I have the money. Big if. I see a Schweden coming close to joining. One thing I wonder about is my cohesion. I want my cohesion to stay high. Not even 1 year yet. There's still a loop. There is their first step towards colonial power. All right, with this, I think I want to go for quinine. Start getting an interest, like... You already took Zanzibar? That's insane. We're gonna go the old take South Africa play. Do I need to, though? Let's hold off on it. We're gonna get indirectly the Dutch East Indies. Maybe I focus over here. We can subjugate the Netherlands once they fall off of their power status, right? Subjugate them. Once we reduce their autonomy, we have Dutch East Indies as a power block member. We'll have this stuff. It doesn't feel right to me to say no to Africa, because this is just valuable land. But let's do something different. We're Germany. Let's do something different. Let's play Germany. Let's not play the other nations. We'll just keep on in our assigned trade league here. Fuck embassy, yes. I want the Swedes to join us. I want to keep my cohesion high here. So I'm trying to get that relation improvement. How far are you off? Got time to improve. Let's do Schweden. You got to be careful with this type of power block, because all these small North Germans will really cause you issues if you're not careful. This is East India Company against the Maldives. Taxes. Don't need to do them. Mecklenburg Strelitz wants goods transfer, transit rights. Sure. Never remember if I checked my buildings here. I think we're mostly okay. All of the rye farms probably want to make just liquor. You know. Definitely general training. I need to make sure I'm investing in these things. Gas streetlights for sure. Philosophy department for sure. Sawmills, fishing trawlers. You can tell I'm rusty on the Vicky front by some of the mistakes I make. Okay. You're now trailing down. I need to invest in your nation. I want to own your stuff and help drive up some profit from that. So we're going to invest everywhere we can in Denmark here. Okay. We invest, we increase our economic entanglement and dependencies, and your liberty desire will go down and down and down and down and down. Patient document progress sounds nice. National is on the way. Over here, we're getting water to boiler from... No, we're not. We just got it passively. We're getting Bessemer processes. Not terrible either. New mandate for Kaiserreich. I could see this thing for going to vassal subject 2. Alternatively, there is market unification. Foreign investment, I don't think matters. If we were a different type of government, yes. I think external trade will be very good. Construction? We already got our construction type building. Let's start with companies 1. It's actually not really the best. Let's do external trade. Trade makes us money. Companies, the company bonus gets you 10% company, whatever. A free policy, and then 1+1 company. That last one's good. The other one's not so much. But we can hold off on that. We just don't have the opportunities for it, right? All right, let's make sure we're improving with all of our subjects here. Or indirect subjects too. There is some potential to get you guys involved. Let's pay off some of that interest. All right, African colonies, alliances, maintain subjects, and become the greatest power. All of these for something I haven't gone for in quite some time. Let's invest into our affairs here. And I will need to use my infamy. Who doesn't have a navy? You don't. We're going to attack Akka. A lot of people against us. China got... Okay, fuck. I'm not dealing with that shit. It's too much. Too much. Too much. We're not going to attack Akka. Through that region, it doesn't matter. I don't care about it. Instead, we're going to go and do Old Reliable here and get here. They gave Gaza an army finally, so it's harder for us to take it, but now we just go through the Zulip. And you guys still have your defensive treaties. But Great Britain doesn't like them, so for 20 years, you'll probably end up losing it. So we'll just take the African region. And since this is stuff we can give to states, we can just deal with it as is. All right, I think we can just win straight up here with the main army. And we'll give you the Junker. Pretty sure it's like a "y" sound. Ashkazi, let's not piss off the people bourgeoisie while they're giving me plus 10% bureaucracy. Let us send in the army. Make me proud. Invasion efficiency is going to be terrible, but they have sticks and we have guns, so, you know, should be fine. Work on our legitimacy. Would love to do some suffrage changes here. Get landed voting. Step in the right direction, makes people happy, and that's really what we care about. Bonus authority. E-tax calls to me. Oh, I'm suffering here. My navy is really bad. Okay, let's get like another... Oh, we are winning it, though. It's close, but we're winning it. Also gonna need to have access to a port, huh? We don't have ports. With that, we also need a shipyard, too, don't we? We don't have any of those. Someone's private investing into a shipyard, aren't we? GB's making a play on Burma. A lot of people involved in that. Lemberg? Oh. Oh, all of these guys are there. We get Zulu land. That's nice. We need to build a thing there. Not going to incorporate it because it's not, doesn't make sense to. Build a thing. Right, Denmark's starting to like us. They're getting towards protectorate status, which is good. Saxe Coburg. Give us money. Return for power block. One year. We need more prestige to be able to pass them. You're also major power for a little bit longer. You were not, though. We get Mexico involved, which is good. That is a win in my books. The Orange and Transvaal are iffy. Let's start with Transvaal. Let's make a save. Play this safe. $15 infamy. Skirmish infantry is huge here. GB will get involved, but it shouldn't matter. We just take the land fast enough, it shouldn't matter. That is our logic. I don't like how that is now the same land. Like, it's the same border. That sucks. That's terrible. Okay, well, let's stop doing that then. Tragic. Okay, go back to pre-war. We'll do it differently. We're going to attack Gaza. Attack Gaza. We're going to keep... It'll be the South African Corps, as we so commonly name them. And they did try to make this a little bit harder for me to do this strat, but it works so well. It's like it's meant to be, almost. Right, bring this army over here. We'll do a naval invasion. Across Gaza. We could also fight Portugal. Holy defensive packs. I don't think we're fighting Portugal. Bourgeoisie can be stronger. They have some good laws right now. Speaking of, you're on your way out. Our economic entanglement's going up. Need you to like me more. Springtime peoples, we will support the radicals. Let's do our naval invasion with our army that is stationed here, the Elbe army. Quinine is coming. Now, if I just keep making... I need to make friends with you. Need rivals. I'm going to rival the U.S. Confederate States are a major power. But I like the idea of just improving with them, you know? There goes Gaza. One year for that. I need more of this. General Trade 2 for the advantage. Potential Trade Center is huge. Helps really help your influence, which I need. He is a royalist. Step down. We no longer need the monarchy now that we've formed our power block. Marco Marquez has been taken. You can lose some population attraction here. How are you looking? You have 40 troops. Should be easier to do, though. Good access to Zanj. That's really early for them to take Zanj like that. That's kind of crazy. Crazy powerful. Did I already grant our... I forgot we already had a... I forgot we start with a fucking company here. Oh. I'm double dipping onto some stuff. What do you give us? I mean, I could do it. I could give them the iron. Here, you're the iron mine guys. We're gonna give you the arms and the iron mine stuff. That's what we're gonna do. Forgot we already had a company that had steel mills. I'm definitely losing out here. It's a mistake to be having two of those. Misplay on my part. Misplay on my part. It'd be much better if we either like tore them down and rebuild them, but we'll do that later. We'll make do with what we have. And I really want to click this button. Our cohesion's a little low. Limburg. Where are you? Limburg. That's a shame. Stop with the Confederates. We need to do our own people. Especially if you're about to be subjugated. A lot of small nations in here I need to improve with. Why it's such a pain. Yeah, that's a mistake to take all those guys. Those are independent. Only 3. Line, what would you offer me? Like that becomes subject. Free Bavarian subject is never something you want to turn down. South Africa, you're going to join the South African court. All of you. And let's just make sure our army is all upgraded. Elb Army, you can come over here and fight this. And we need to fix our problem there. Alright, that's the Free Bavaria. County unification, we want to start to get our fingers into 2 Sicilies. Polish nationalism. That's ugly. Need the restore order. Need the National Guard. This is nice. This is a free France here. No transfer state, though. A chance to get France on our side. Also, a chance for me to attack France and try to take Schomberg-Lippe. Not Schomberg-Lippe, the other thing. This Bavarian subject here, I really do like that. The disloyal because they're isolated. They're isolated. I need you not to be isolated. I really don't want to disloyal one of you. Which to me means... What? Could go for Saxony. Region's still bad, because that's going to really crank up our liberty desire, which I don't want at all. Need more prestige here. I mean, I could force Saxony into my... Force any of these guys into it. I grant you your own market. You are independent, technically. So what I need to do is invest in your stuff. If I invest in your stuff, we'll be in a better way. A new Kaiserreich. Thing here. Let's get external trade too. Free. No trade penalties. Egyptian Ottomans. Let's get that Arabian interest. Zulus want to rise up. Oh, damn. Well, what do you actually take? You're going to take 5 troops. You probably could actually defend that coast. Why are you so angry? 4% radicals, acceptance, 25% from Prussia, springtime with the peoples. That's the suffrage or monarchy. Oh, I'm trying. Alice is just gonna fire. I can't stop it. That is the fastest. Also, looks like France is gonna win. Shame that. What tech was that? It was rifling. Yeah, rifling. Gotta reset these states I conquered then. That's what that's telling me. Alright, let's go fight the Zulu. Let's pull back our Elb army. Württemberg versus Württemberg. There go the Zulu. We beat them once, we'll be fine. Can't reach South Africa. Okay. Saxony's having a revolt. If I come to Saxony for subject status. That means you are no longer isolated from the market. Priests or Louisar, that's fine. You no longer be isolated from the market Bavaria. Region's going to drop because we have unloyal subjects. Due to Bavaria. Okay. Poland wants to revolt now. Springtown Peoples really fucking sucks. This is terrible. Not have monarchy. And a bunch of other shit. We're trying to get some progress on the voting front. Not easy. We are getting some support, though. Why are you stuck here? Oh, yeah, you do need to get out of there. Okay, Springtown People is awful. What do you want? I could go for race segregation. I need to get this law passed, though. Barry is unhappy. You're no longer isolated. You're ticking down. Economic dependence is still high. Scrape current draft. Do any leadership? Yes. That war is over. Cool. There goes the Zulu. Now we can reset production here. Okay, 14 years, that's still being supported. Austria's in a war against GB. If I renegotiate this treaty and I want to swing you around to just investment rights. No. Let's just do investment rights. Let's do owe obligation. 15 years. Can I just get out of this then? 4 years. Hess is having a revolt. Little to lose. It's lovely taking your whole country, Hess. This one I want to change. So you're plus 69 here. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to first take this into a money transfer thing. I take 1,000 from you. Oh, obligation. Get rid of this. And I just want to give you investment rights. Cool. So now I'm out of that treaty. You can now invest in my country. But eventually, I can make a play for German leadership while you're fighting. If I can click this button here, which I shall. That is the Schleswig-Holstein. Done. I have a lot more subjects here now. We're going to reduce subject payment. We're going to improve with you. All right, so you're now rebellious. You're my PU. As ours directly. That's why we couldn't take it. I'll go to my subjects. There's some people who are probably pissed. Bavaria is on the way down. You're also very pissed. We'll reduce your subject payment. All these guys that want access to our stuff. Okay, there's Schleswig-Holstein. Now, North German Confederation. We need to become a unification candidate. So I come over here to Germany. You only have Russia. So I go over here and launch leadership play. In the background here, we're also going to try to improve with 2 Sicilies. I want to keep Austria happy here, though. That's Saxony. We'll give you an obligation. The Naguni thing is going to fire too. Means I need to have some guys here available. Not a ton of them. Just enough here to have a presence. I might as well pay more. This war is expensive. But I want you just to be happy here. Quit trade any of his stuff. I don't need to take its stuff, though. Anti-French League? Yeah, join the Anti-French League. Push to Austria while you fight in the south. Odding this out. Cool. You want to come over here. This war here, I want German leadership. I'll even give you military access. What is he working with here? He's got probably just line infantry. We have the better force. I have an obligation to get trade privileges with you. How are you looking right now? Already got loans. All right, we're going to try to hold out here. See if we can't get him to fall apart a little bit. Did you lose the Russian treaty, or you still have that? You do. All right, let's do a little naval invasion over here. Try to pull off some people. Nassau's out. Waldeck and Schwarzburg. Getting pushed. Oh, this game! Fuck. I should have known. That's his entire, like, that's everything he has. Fuck, how far back can I go? How far back? Come back over here. Oh. When it starts to go bad, unify these two armies. All together. Defend this front, raise your conscripts. Get you some artillery. The army does not need to be attacking at all. You only have 30k men. That'd be why we're losing. Make our army fight harder. Who cares about the funds? I just lost a lot of people in Kaiserreich, huh? Did you leave Kaiserreich? You did, didn't you? You jerk. Need to keep improving with you then. Yeah, Mexico's still independent. Okay. All right, we can recover from this. I'm like panicking now. But if we win this little front here, I mean, it's all over for them. That's their capital. German unification is our end goal here. Frankfurt's out. That's fine. There's the capital. You can have military access. There's German leadership and Prussia support. Let's go! Let's go! Okay, we got it. We got it. There we go. German leadership is ours. We get popularity. We become the North German Confederation. I want the prestige. I want the influence. Get rid of any of these revolutions. Whatever. Whatever. We are now good. We can go ahead and reset production in all of these states. We'll have to manage this a ton later. And look and see what that has all done to us. But that is good. That is good. North German Confederation has been formed. We need Bremen. We need some other guys. But now we have a neighbor who I can hopefully improve with and not have rival me. Right? Because if he doesn't rival me, stays our friend. I want some kind of treaty with you when we can here. Yeah, if we could just become friends again. Our relations right now are cordial still. If your attitude changes, we can do some stuff. Definitely do some stuff. All right, we're going to increase 53. I can subjugate Sweden. I can start working on getting Netherlands back in. I can subjugate Mexico. All very good. Our subjects mostly are united. And it's only a few of them, right? They're all guys that we can reach soon. North Germany's formed. Do I need to incorporate anybody? No, they're all incorporated. Let's incorporate Schleswig-Holstein because it just makes sense. And money, and other things. I need to make money. Holy cow. Are we in any wars? No, our wars are over. You get a bunch of armies here. Take this 8th Army, take half of you. Take the Elbe Army, and you're going to take the other half of the 8th Army. 7th. Let's try to see if I can get our money to work here. Construction goods, because we have so much construction capacity now. We've shot up. We've doubled. We just need to cancel out all of these naval bases and things. Finish those off. Oh, that's why. That would be why. Okay, one second. Steel, we got to fix everything. It's because of our lack of any, and I mean it when I say it, any administrations. Internet filing counts. There we go. Now we're making money again. Crazy. Crazy me. Okay. That's all good. Public trams, philosophy department, all good. All right, cool. So that's stabilized. We can take a break here. And now we can actually go somewhere with our... Admittedly, they're only slight... And they're only cautious. They're only cautious. So I can come back over here now and we can get agreements. Yeah, so if I do this... Try it? Ah, fuck. We'll try to get it up again. But if we can get Austria with the defensive pact and get them swayed here, right? That means over here in nation formation, whenever I go and find where that button is, we can get most of the people in this list to help us form Germany, right? Because they'll all be united. We'll just need the support of Bavaria, our subject. Not our subject. These two together already support us. We can get you pretty easily. In fact, let's work on a lot of you. Bam. And as far as our other ones... You're a subject already. We're working on you. And it's just this guy. We just need him to get in the positive with us. Okay, cool. We'll work on that. Anyway, for now, we're going to call this one here. If you enjoyed, I've been Sean, the Blue Screeners, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.